Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and I want to talk about the new Birds of Prey book that just came out. Now, this was supposed to be an ongoing series, which was turned into a one-shot, which is kind of a shame, to be honest with you. It was really good. I am going to have a couple things to say about it. I have two major gripes about it. Well, we'll get right into that. But it is by Brian Azzarello, and the art is done by Amelia I can't say that last name. But Brian, you don't speak Spanish, do you? Like, it's very, very clear you don't speak Spanish in the nicest way possible. You messed up a couple times, honey. You tried. Maybe talk to somebody about that. Maybe just, I'm sure you work at DC. I'm sure there's somebody that's Spanish speaking. It's obvious, buddy. You use Google Translator. Let's be real. And the other big thing I have the problem with, and we'll see pretty much right away after we get through this Dinah stuff, is the backgrounds. And I'll point it out as we go through it. The backgrounds, this artist is very, very good. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, very, very lazy. Sometimes there's background, and sometimes it's just not appropriate to have background. I guess. Like, okay, whatever. So, obviously, this is a new original villain here for this story. It's taken off of Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, type face paint and stuff like that. Now, the villains are good. The good guys are better. And the thing about this is, it is so much better. Like, this 100-page story is better. Well, 96. But is better than the entirety of the Birds of Prey movie. So we see Canary, and she's getting one of those, like, late-night booty calls that turns in not to be a booty call because he's on death's bed. He's calling just to say, well, he's not drunk. He's a little bit of a creeper. Like, he doesn't call to say, like, I know I'm gonna die in a minute. I loved you. Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what he says. I love this part, though. He's like, Dinah, we worked hard. We played. And she's like, not as hard as we should have all the time. Like, ouch, Dinah. That's so evil. Oh, I kind of love it, though. So, he says this is probably the last time I'm gonna talk to you. This character's named Eric. He's not anybody, obviously. But he's just, one and gone. But he says, instead of being like, oh, I really liked you, you were a great person, he says, maybe sometime think of me in the shower. Like, okay, you can tell their relationship was just sex. And I think that's the whole point of this little interaction here, obviously, besides to introduce us to the villains. But it's kind of funny. But we do see, so this is what I want to show you. Look at that face. Like, really, Comixology? You're gonna do this shit to me again? We're playing this game again? Alright, fine. Well, I'm in a love-hate relationship with this fucking app. Anyways. So, we're gonna see a lot of action, right? This is what I want to show you. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful picture of Eric here, right? Now, where did the background go? Like, and this is a reoccurring theme. At first, it didn't bug me, but it's just like, I understand you're trying to bring focus to the fact that his head's getting chopped off. I get that. I get it. But come on. She's just, like, gross, because she doesn't want to think of him in the shower. Girl, please. Yes, you are. So we're going to switch over to Harley. And she's doing this, like, whole back and forth talk thing, right? Like, the duality of Harley Quinn, right? I guess. But she's talking to her mirror. I feel like there would have been a little bit better way to do this. We've seen it done before when it comes to Harley, to show that she's a little bit off her rocker. But, she's talking to a mirror. Like, honey, just talk to yourself. It's okay. You don't have to look at something while you're talking. And it does work. It's just a little bit of bitching here and there for me. You're gonna get it. So she gets into Gotham, and she looked like I'm saying, like, I hate to bitch about, oh my god, I'm gonna kill this app. What is going on? Look at this. Does anyone else? Okay, there we finally go. I'm gonna say, does anyone else see this? It's like freezing up on me. Is it going to? What is wrong? Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna try to Zoom. What is wrong with you today? Fix your fucking app. Anyways, so let's talk about Montoya and Huntress. So, we are going to see these two come together. And, Montoya, it looks fantastic. Like, everything looks fantastic. So, you know, this is about Montoya needing help from Helena, right? And, this is just a dealer that she wants, you know, she keeps saying, just arrest him, Kenchi-jin. And, she's like, I can't, we need, you know, to go over their head. And she says, you know, basically, you know, she's saying, I'm not your toy, detective. And she's like, no, you're my weapon. Talking about an arrangement. Fine. We'll learn more about the arrangement. But then we get to see Dinah, who's back in a band. And we really learn what's going on as far as what Montoya was talking about. Now, this character right here, her name is Byron. We're not going to see her for too long, but she is a serial abuser, at least from, you know, what I get. She took off out of band practice simply because she needed a fix, and we're going to go back to that later. But even so, like, that's what's going on, and we're gonna find out, and I might as well just say it. It's fentanyl that's going around, and what's really weird is that's just completely true around like fentanyl is a big fucking problem. Anyway, so we see Trevor slightly. We just learned that, you know, Dinah used to work with him, and he wants her help, basically. He wants to get, he tells her about Eric here. I guess he doesn't want her help yet. And, she's just like, she's kind of shocked, right? Because she just talked to him. Like, and he shows her the picture with his head completely decapitated. But, she's like, how did you find out we were involved? Whatever. So we go back to Harley, and she's doing the mirror thing again. Like, okay, whatever. I guess so. And, see, I wanted to show you something here. Okay. Let me see here if I can notice the shirts Harley's wearing, and this really okay. Notice the shirts Harley's wearing, and that's important. It's her daddy's little monster shirt, right? This is another inconsistency that I noticed within this, and that's not going to come until later. I just want to point it out now. So, he's just like, she's having a back and forth with the bartender here, and that really is irrelevant till Joker's buddies come in. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. What the fuck is that? That's Joker's buddy. I'm not sure if those are tits, and what is that? Alright, whatever. I guess so. Joker's friends now look like this motherfucker has a pacifier. Okay. Anyways, and this guy's got headphones. Okay, I'm not going there. Totally gonna be nice because this art is fantastic in parts. So, he heard, you know, Joker heard that he got she got out of Belle Reve and that she was back in town, and this kind of fight ensues because he wants her to get up, and yeah, Harley's like, make me in typical Harley fashion. He's like, look at the odds. Dude's wearing a onesie. Whatever. Anyways, she beats the fuck out of him because of course she does. It's Harley. And we knew that was going anywhere. Like, she hit this one in the balls, but I'm not really, by the looks of it, there was some breast. Okay. Alright. I'm trying not to pick. I swear to God. This is me being nice after getting so pissed off the last few days at the industry. So she beats them all up, right? I'm not crazy, tell him that. Come on, Harley, keep telling yourself that. She wants to be a crime fighter, right? Now, here's where the inconsistencies with the Spanish language starts. And this isn't the first time this happens, but it says Affari de Familia, right? That's Italian. That's not Spanish. If you wanted to say, which that means family business, right? I mean, it's close. But if you wanted to say that in Spanish, you should have said negocio familiar. Like, okay, still family business, but not the right language. I'm not going to say anything, I swear. I'm going to be nice. So we get to Huntress. How many times do I have to say I swear I'm going to be nice in this video? Yeah, I did like this story. I want to make that very clear. Okay, so we get to Helena here, right? And she's watching the bad guys, and Harley's talking to herself some more. And we get to see this character, and this is the one, I believe, I could be wrong, that killed Eric in the beginning. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's not going to last long anyway. So we see just how vindictive these people are, right? They're killing one of their own. That's their like trademark there. They just chop their heads off, and that's fine, I guess. Everybody has a trademark. And yeah, we kind of get the duality then from of Helena, just like, you know, she's fighting a sin with a sin, and okay. And we get Harley, the fucking thing drops right before. See? No background. It gets worse. Trust me, it gets worse. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna help she thinks she's being a good guy. She's gonna take that head back. But we get back to Canary. Beautiful. Like, the art is so good. Okay. So she wants to she's starting to kind of feel bad for him, right? They obviously had some sort of relationship, whether it was, I don't think it was necessarily anything like they loved each other, but they were definitely fucking. So she starts to realize that she may have a little bit had feelings. She keeps saying, we were never even friends, never friends. Right, you were just the benefits part. Gotcha, Canary. So she finally realized, she's pretty fucking sad about it. She misses him. Right. Gotcha. So there's our first, person that's wanting to get vindication against this Day of the Dead people. So we go back to these people, and they love their guns and they love their things. So these people show up. And they say, you beheaded them, and they're like, what? And they just kill some more people, and that's fine. We get this. Harley wants to return that fucking head. So he says, it's the bitch Joker, right? And he says, open the door. All in Spanish. Good job, Brian Azzarello. Very good. And she's like, I want to return this head. Like, fucking Harley, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Like, I get it, I'm dumb, but you are dumb. So they end up fighting, right? Because of course they do. And she kind of takes them all out, even though they just had guns that killed all the people that walked in the door. And obviously this huge cleaver motherfucker that cuts people's head off. But she did good. So Harley jumps out the window. Huntress catches her. I'm trying not to take too long. There's just some parts I want to talk about. And they fall. Dun dun dun. They fall right next to the head. See? Background. Notice the dark backgrounds. Then we go to a very bright background. Okay, whatever. I guess so. She's like, do you know this guy? I don't know. So, here's where we're going to get a little bit more of Canary wanting a backstory. Oh my god. I've got such a chest cold right now. I'm trying to talk and my freaking... I just need to cough. Okay, so, we've got Canary. And she, is talking to her friend, right? This girl, I think her name is Byron, who's saying, I need your help. Using her kind of as a sponsor, right? And she's off scoring. She's almost about to score. And Canary's just like, nope. No. She says, I'm serious this time. It's kind of a fucked up situation because she's like, I have a date. I can see you in a few hours. So she ends up scoring, and we know it's fentanyl, right? So Harley ties Helena up here, and she's like, talks about a hideout, whatever. She says, what do good guys call these hideouts? It's HQ's AQ. So funny. Anyways, so we learn the backstory, and this is why I said pay attention to, let me see, her shirt, right? So, we learn the backstory that she got out Amanda Waller. Yep, let her out on good behavior. Yep, that happened, because that happens all the time, right? Task Force Suicide Squad, that happens all the time. Harley's always let out on good behavior. Amanda Waller is such a nice person. Okay, I believe it. She lets her out, and, she, they deactivate the thing, so she's not going to get her head blown up, and she leaves her out. This is where I'm talking about the shirt. So she's got her Daddy's Little Monster shirt, and it's actually really pretty, the way it looks. Like, she looks great, but she throws it, and, her shirt's gone. She doesn't pick it back but now she has her shirt back, so I guess so. There's so many inconsistencies, Brian. Quit it. So she explains that, right? And we get, her duct tape to the chair, and we get Montoya walking in. Now, she says, put your face to the floor. She's going to shoot her, and Harley saying, make me, and starts counting back from 10 to basically just be a bitch. I don't know, be crazy, be Harley, I guess so. And she doesn't, she refuses to shoot her. Montoya looks fantastic, though. And, Helena keeps saying, shoot her, shoot her, shoot her. Well, the dumb shit doesn't shoot her because, of course not, she's a cop. So we see bunch of shots being fired, right? And this is, like, my favorite Harley part in this entire thing. So it's the Joker's men that are shooting it that way. So Harley walks up to the window because the shooting stops. She says, they must think we're dead. And she says, we're not dead yet, you assholes. Was that the best you got? That is Harley fashion. Not some weird patriarchal shit that we'll get later. Okay, maybe that is a little bit. But even so, we'll get to that. I posted that earlier. I was just like, no, so many inconsistencies in this book. But when she says that, she says, fuck the Joker. I'm not his anymore. And he's like, why did you say that? Like kind of feeling bad for her. Now, this could have worked as a movie because we never actually see who, Joker's face. So he walks out. He's got this, grenade launcher. They hit the floor and they go literally up shit creek. Was that a paddle? Oh, gross. But yeah, they have to go into the sewers. So we see Dinah. Now this is where I was talking about earlier with her friend Byron. She's dead. Now here's what I want to say. Dumbass, you should have went to your friend. You knew she was a user and she needed help. I understand. I've been around people that need help, and I've been there and been there and been there. I get it gets old, but this sucks. So here's the thing. Who do you blame? Well, of course you blame Byron. Self-responsibility. But I know that guilt that she's feeling. Yeah, it's never gonna go away, honey. So she wants to get justification for, justice, rather, for Byron because she got some bad shit. She got fentanyl that was, laced with something bad, and, yeah, she screams. She feels really bad. Yeah, I get it, honey. So, anyways, so she meets up with Steve, and they kind of, go over a plan. They get Byron's body. They figure out, that it was a bad batch that was gone through Gotham, and that's exactly why she's dead. The girls get cleaned up, and, because they were literally in shit. And then Canary shows up. She's not happy to see Harley there, and, at all. Oh, look, no background. Huh. Gonna happen even more later, trust me. So they all get dressed. I love Harley here. She's just like probably too many donuts talking about Montoya, but she's just so goofy. Her whole fucking head is in the dryer. But even so, they get a call. No background. Imagine that. But anyway, it's Steve. And they have, some news. So we see Montoya, and this is the reason why she wasn't there. Because the entirety of this time, she's been double-crossing Renee Montoya. Yep. Yeah, it's an Elseworld story. Don't forget that. So, Renee Montoya has been the rat the entire time. Fine. Okay. And she's talking to, the people they say. Basically, they own her. And Helena finds out, and that's who Steve tells Dinah about it. So Helena's pissed. They get in a fight. No background. See that? No background. Okay, I'm gonna stop pointing it out now, I swear. And they have this huge fight here, and this is going to head us towards the end. Harley kind of calms them all down because she realizes what's going on with Renee, and they move forward hardcore, right? So we get this here, and where are we here? So we get this, and we're going towards the last battle, but this is where it was at. I wanted to show you guys. So I posted this earlier on my community post, Son of a bitch. I hate comicsology today. So it says, look, Gotham can get kind of cliquey. This city can be either his way or his way. Fuck the patriarchy. Okay, I can see Harley saying that because she's dumb and just loud and everything else. But that was the only really bad part of this. Okay, there was a lot of bad parts of this. Damn it, I'm trying to be positive. So we see this. They're at this, like, convent. And, yeah, they go kind of undercover as nuns. And that's fine. And then Canary's like, I'm going to hell for this. And she's like, you're going to hell for this and not all the killing that you've done? Yeah, well, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. We see Renee's about to get her time. She's lost her usefulness. She's about to die. And that's when the girls show up and start fighting back and start going forward again. No background. Just want to point that out a million fucking times. I want to drive you crazy with this review. It's probably the worst one yet. So we get the canary cry, right? Looks great. It really does. So Steve's kind of in the background again. Great action scenes, dude. I'm just gonna stop saying it because it's obvious. It's so weird to me. I don't understand it at all. This one I didn't understand. I went back and forth 5 or 6 times, right? 5 or 6 times. Let me show you. So we see this dude about... What just happened? I hate that. There we go. We see him, or Helena trying to save Montoya, right? It literally looks like he cuts off her head. She's fine. He didn't. I understand that the arrows through it. The way those marks are really, really bad. Really bad. Like, fine, I can deal with the background stuff, but you look like you just cut off Montoya's head. I don't... maybe somebody help him. Just like help Azzarello with his Spanish speaking. But, yeah, I don't understand that at all. So we have a huge... Another, a rocket launcher here, I guess, is what it is. And, they just go, basically, away? I guess so. So the Joker's men, see, again, we don't see who Joker is. And here's another really weird thing when it comes to Spanish speaking thing. So, that, what? Like, the esposas are getting away? What? The wives? Like, bro, that means wives. That word literally means wives. The wives are getting away. Like, if you're trying to say something mean, say puto, say cono, say pera, say anything. You said wives. Say dice, they thought. Like, wives. Okay, sure, whatever. So, we've got Joker's men there. And Harley goes after the bad guys. The Deus de Muertos bad guys, not Joker bad guys. And she kind of takes them on like she did, almost very similar to the movie, right? So she's right on top, and they go through this whole like epic battle. And I do like this girl. I wish they would introduce her like as a new villain, but this is just a one shot. So we see her, like, her design is really, really pretty. I really like it. So we see them fighting again. No background, sorry, gotta point it out. Even in the motherfucking car, there's no city. They are apparently almost shut up. So she accidentally shoots her friend, and they go over the edge of something because we don't know, because it looks like Harley's swimming because there's no fucking background. I'm gonna yell some more. So, oh, sorry, I know I keep yelling, but this is a good part. And we get Montoya saying, I did all of this. I caused all of this. I'll cover you. Get out of here. And she really does, with no backgrounds, say, come visit me in Rikers, and they take off. They're able to escape. And, well, at least we think they're able to escape, because there's not gonna be any more of this. And this is the end. Harley crashes, right? And she says, oh, hi, it's Joker. And she's like, fuck. And she goes through this whole thing. And it's actually really sad. This is the best part of the comic. She's like, I remember when you told me we were in love. It was nice to hear. I was flattered. You said for the first time it was bullshit, but I didn't say anything. I didn't want to make you mad. Like, this whole thing, Harley's little monologue here is really, really cute. And she's talking about, what a romance would we have. But I think you still love me. But what are you going to do when I'm gone, if you kill me, what are you gonna do? Who's gonna drive you crazy? And he just laughs. He laughs his whole way back to his car. Again, we never see his face. She picks up the gun, crying, and that's the end of the comic. Like, bro, there's... Okay, I realized when I was reading this, the mild inconsistencies, the background issues, the stuff that had changed, but this would have been a good... No, don't get me wrong, it was good. I don't want to be too overzealous on that, but this would have been a good comic for $5.99 or $6.99 or $4.99. This was $10. $10 for one shot without even a complete story. Just the way it was done, I feel like it was way too high on the price point. The story was good. The story wasn't great. Now, it could be my negativity lately, the last few days when I've been irritated with the industry, but I don't think so, because nobody involved in what I've talked about in the past few days was involved in this, and I love Brian Azzarello and Libra Mayhew. They're a dream team. Obviously, this is not Libra Mayhew art. I'm just saying, those two together are amazing. So, I don't know. Kind of disappointed. Kind of like, I should have expected this, though also at the same time, like, just some weird moments. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this book. I will have another video up later on today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content, and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.